Hi, I'm Oksana Karpovych and I'm the director of INTERCEPTED, and right now we are going to make a scene. I defined our film as a documentary horror. It tells the story of the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The primary material that we used is the intercepted phone calls of the Russian soldiers who were calling from the battlefield in Ukraine to their families back in Russia.
Ну, вас обстреливают, нет?
Ну, каждый день.
Вот сволочи, хохлядское отродье.
Да урода, пипец. Нас давят.
Ну, к вам.
Мы проигрываем пока.
We went to different regions in Ukraine and we documented basically the aftermath of the invasion, but also the small gestures of resistance of the most ordinary Ukrainians. Prior to the main shoot of the film, I've done good research and I traveled to this region and the Kharkiv city, doing location scouting, meeting people, and that's when I discovered this place. In the basement of this kindergarten, there were 20 local women who basically lived there and who used it as a bomb shelter. So they basically lived in this basement for over a year, almost never leaving it, never going outside because it was too dangerous. This scene is a document of the life of these women in this shelter in complete darkness, without possibility of ever leaving it, without possibility of leaving the town as well, and always relying on humanitarian aid, humanitarian food that they were receiving. Something important that we did in this film and a decision that we took from the very beginning that was conceptual, there was also in a way political, is to stay static. We wanted to have as longer shots as possible, to take time, but also to allow the audience experience the time and space when they are watching the film. Static also, it was something that we thought of almost like a counter argument to the media representation of the war. Often when you look at the footage from the war in Ukraine, you always see the image that is very chaotic. You see camera movements, you see often videos that people shoot themselves on their phones. We wanted to do something different. We wanted to create and share our own perspective of the war. That's why it was important for us to create our own footage. What you often see in the news is somehow captures the surface, the extremes of the war, but does not allow people to understand the depths and complexity of the experiences that people have in the war zone. So that's something we try to do as almost yes, a counter response to the media representation of the war. My name is Oksana Karpovych and we just made a scene of INTERCEPTED.